You suck. You can't do this. Why were you thinking about starting this? Why are you doing this? We've all been there, having those negative thinking patterns that just pop up out of nowhere without us even asking for it. But yet here they are. Now, these negative loops in your head that keep on saying you're not good enough. What if you fail? It's too late for you to start. I'm sure we all have them. I know I do. And this is probably going to sound a little familiar. But we need to know that sometimes we get stuck in these loops. And here's what I've learned. If you don't break those patterns, they will run your life. But the good news is, you can break them. And today, I'm going to give you 3 common negative thinking patterns and ways to defeat those kind of patterns. Plus, a couple of the little knickknacks here and there. Let's jump in. The first pattern that I'm sure some of us deal with is, I'm not good enough. Man, this hits hard. Definitely hits home really well. You know, we have this voice in our head telling us, you don't have what it takes. You're not smart enough, talented enough, or whatever it is. You fill in the blanks for yourself. But here's what I want you to remember, and this is from Eckhart Tolle. You are not your thoughts. Just because your brain throws the idea at you doesn't make it true. A lot of times, our brain, especially our prehistoric brain, and please don't take offense to this, is made to guard us from the unknown. And as a defense mechanism, it can really easily bring these kind of thoughts into our head. What I want you to do, and how to break out of this pattern, is I want you to start writing down all the times that you have been successful, even the small ones. Whatever win you had, write it down. It's somewhere that you can access it all the time. I would suggest probably a Google Docs or Google Sheets, or maybe a book you carry with you. But you want to keep this list around, because when these negative thoughts start to pop up and appear, I want you to pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and pull out that sheet and look at those successful moments. Because when you write it down, you own it. And you very easily sometimes forget of all the successful things that you have done, especially in the moments when those negative thoughts pop in. So, just as a reminder for yourself that you are a successful person, I will suggest making this list and reviewing it when you feel when this pattern starts to evolve in your brain. Pattern 2. What if everything goes wrong? Oof, this is a big pattern. I know. This is the thing that causes the anxiety spiral. What if I try it and it all falls apart? What if people laugh at me? Here's what I say. Don't let the fear of what could possibly go wrong make you miss out on something that could go absolutely right. I mean, you gotta think about it, right? There are so many things that could potentially absolutely be amazing. But because you haven't even tried it, because you have that thought in your head like, this isn't gonna work. I mean, you missed out completely. Why? It doesn't serve anybody. It doesn't serve yourself. And I would just say, you gotta just kind of take a breath and really tell yourself, all right, I'm spiraling here. I gotta stop. So, what I would suggest, and I do a little breath work, is we do kind of like box breathing, as they call it. All right. So what you're gonna do is, when you start to feel these thoughts coming in, you stop, you pause, and you take a 4-second inhale. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4 as you're inhaling. Then you hold for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you do that for about a minute. Because when you start to change your breathing patterns, it's going to completely and utterly change your brain chemistry, and it's going to stop this spiraling action from happening to you. And your body will calm down, and you can just refocus yourself. The reason I say this is because when you refocus yourself, right, you can very easily fight these negative thoughts that pop up. Let's calm your system first. Do the exercise. I know it might feel a little silly, but I'm telling you, it works. Pattern number 3. It's too late for me to start. The other one. Everybody else is doing it. Look, I told myself this for a long time, and let me tell you how absolutely wrong I was. It's never too late to be and do whatever it is you might want to do. Just because other people have done those kinds of things doesn't mean that they are you. You have your own uniqueness that can easily make this something that's completely different than what other people are doing. So don't be greedy. Share yourself. Don't hold everything to yourself. Put yourself out there. Try it. Look, what is it? The Kentucky Fried Turkey guy. When he wanted to do KFC, he was in his 60s, and everybody he went to was like, man, nobody's gonna want your chicken recipe. But there was one person that believed in him and did it, and now look at that. He's a major millionaire, and he has KFC brands all over the place. So, I mean, think about it. If he would have been selfish and not have put himself out there, we wouldn't have KFC. This is the way we're going to defeat this kind of thought process. What we're going to do is we're going to start collecting stories of people that succeeded later in life. Because it's very easy to be like, I'm old. I'm this, I'm that. But let me tell you, a lot of older people have succeeded amazingly in their older age because they are that much more wiser. So let's start collecting these stories, so this way you have yourself a reference point to be like, oh look, they did it. Why can't I? I mean, come on, you got this. You have it. You have stories, you have adventures, you have journeys, you have experience that people need to hear. It's very easily that you kind of go out there and you see, you got these, you got these 18-year-old life coaches, and it's like, 18 years? Are you kidding me? Come on. Let's be real here. Put yourself out there. Go out there and just tell yourself it's never too late for you to start. Bonus time! Some tools to help boost your mood, for you to stay on track. Now, if you haven't noticed about me before, I love journaling, and I specifically have a gratitude journal, and I also have just a daily journal, and sometimes I have a dream journal. But one thing that I'm kind of getting into is you might want to start a journal of your wins and your successes, like I suggested before. So have a wins journal, have a gratitude journal. Maybe if you want to also help kind of conquer your fear, you have a fears journal where that you write what you're afraid of. Because sometimes just seeing it will kind of dumb it down, and it makes it that much less scary for you to approach it. So definitely, I highly suggest doing some journaling. Now, the next best thing. Some box breathing might not work for you, but look, there are so many other breathing kind of exercises out there. So what I highly suggest is you figure out the kind of breathing exercise that works best for you, and you go do it. All right, don't just learn about it, but actually practice it, because you will see that breath work can totally change your whole entire physiology. It could change your mind, and it's just absolutely amazing. And lastly, I think that we get stuck a lot in not wanting to move. I know that I have quite a number. I got a parent that's about to gonna go into retirement, and I tell her, look, don't get stagnant. That is how we die. We are made to move. We are made to walk. We are made to do things. So get up and do stuff. A lot of times it's really easy to be like, I don't want to do this. Let me not even start. But look, if you just tell yourself, all right, let me just do this for 2 minutes, you will find that those 2 minutes fly by, and those 2 minutes can easily become 5, 10, 30, an hour, and then you are in a flow. And that's kind of how we want to do. That's how we want to kind of be. So what I suggest is do some kind of movement. Walk. Hit the gym. Sometimes if you're feeling just stuck, just get up and change your atmosphere. It will totally help you feel different. When you change your body, you change your state. Really think about that. as you are, trying to figure out how to get yourself out of this negative pattern. Negative thinking patterns will try to control you. It is built into your body as a defense mechanism so that you can stay safe and secure. But look, when you really break it down, it is a old habit that needs to be broken. And when you realistically stack up the evidence to show you, you know what, this pattern doesn't serve me, it doesn't fulfill me. And when that happens, you really simple, all you gotta do is stack up your wins and realize, man, fear is kind of comical, You can easily say, oh my God, it's gonna go wrong. But what if it goes right? If it goes right, man, the kind of doors that could be unlocked for you. Just remind yourself, it's never, ever too late to start, too late to change your patterns, too late to do any of that stuff, because you are special and we need to hear your voice. The next time that little negative voice tries to get loud, you stand up to it and you say, nah, my friend, not today, all right? I'm pushing you over to the side. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm sorry, but this isn't the way it's gonna work. You gotta be stronger than your own voice inside your head, because guess what? It's in your head, and it's a voice that you have created. You can easily defeat it and beat it. It's up to you, more than anybody else. Stay strong, be positive. I'll catch you next time.